Day 0 escape. Virtue's last reward. I have no idea what I'm doing with my hands. So, last time we got to a section of the game where it was all like, yo, this is to be continued. And I can even show that in the flow. It's right there. So, instead we decided to go into the magenta door with Luna. Yes. And so here we are. Is this a magazine? What is it about? Looks like astronomy. We found an astronomy magazine. We can view it in the archive, I guess, if we really wanted to. Okay, so we're doing this puzzle, and I'm trying to figure out what it... Well, this thing looks weird. Is it supposed to be the sun or something? There are 12 words on it. They're arranged kind of like spokes on a wheel. Let's see here. Red, white, blue, island, green, moon, black, ocean, yellow, earth, sun, planet. Huh. What? And I have half of a hemisphere. Or well, an entire hemisphere. 2 needles. Oh, wait. 2 needles. Looks like a clock, but it doesn't have any hands. Do you think those needles you found might go on there? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Well, I put the hands on the clock, but nothing's happening. What if you move them? Move them where? I don't know, experiment. Alright, let's give it a try then. Whee! Okay, so we are looking for green planets. I don't know. Just the first thing I thought of. Okay. Maybe the astronomy? A magazine about, of all things, astronomy. This issue appears to be about lunar eclipses. This article says a lengthy lunar eclipse will occur at 4:50 UT. What is UT? On 12/31/2028. In other words, at 4:50 you can see... Wait a minute. 4:50 p.m. Wait a minute. 4:50. 4:50. I was actually pretty close. It would be this. Yep. Wouldn't that have been funny if that was the first thing I thought of? How about 4:50? That put the shorthand at green and the longhand at sun. A green sun. What? Whoa! It's a beam of light coming out of the center of the clock. That's pretty impressive. So what's up with the beam of light, you may ask? Well, it has to do with the 3D puzzle. Oh. Okay, well, we need the other half of the sphere then. The globe, I mean. Which means we probably need to do the drink puzzle. Okay, so we have a red liqueur, yellow liqueur, white liqueur, green liqueur, blue liqueur. There are lots of bottles here. How'd you like to have a drink with me? You really think this is a good time to be making a pass at someone? She's getting all nervous now. The sun, alcohol, moon, island, ocean, and planet. Well, if I had to guess, you take the green liqueur, throw it in, and then you combine it with the planet. No, sun. Sunshine. Is that what that says? And you throw it in there, and then you pour it into this glass. The glass is full of liquid now. Looks like we've made a cocktail. And we've made the green sun. And then we put it on that. Oh, huh? Hey, this thing lit up. Looks like it's made to light up when you put a cocktail on it. Let's try putting some on the other coasters. Okay. Okay, I would have liked to try and grab the other bottle. Please. Thank you. Alright. I don't know what else to try, though. Let's make a white Russian. So you take the white one and the, I don't know how you make a Russian. White moon. That sounds good. Okay. And then you... I'm just kind of throwing things together at this point. Okay, we have the white moon. Cool. And let's make the red sun now. Red ocean. Yep. We'll make the bloody ocean. The Red Sea? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going for here. Okay. Then we take this empty glass and fill it up. Lovely. Okay. Now you take the glass, you dummy. Dude, take the glass. Okay, the red ocean. And then we go over here and we throw the red ocean there and the white moon there. And then it explodes. The coasters are red. Doesn't seem like anything else is happening. Red isn't usually good, is it? Do you think we did something wrong? Okay. I'm clearly not... Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. 3 customers came in today. The father sat in the center while the mother on the left and the son on the right. And that's from the bartender's perspective, so we need to flip that. The son is on the left and the mother is on the right. I need a notepad. Give me a second. No. Search. Notepad. Why I don't have this on my taskbar is a question. Boop. Okay. So let's see. Unfortunately, this also cuts out the music anytime I do this, but hey. Alright, so drinking puzzle. No, lounge puzzle. This is the first time I've had to write notes. Okay. So one of them is lying. Now, the father likes... No. Okay. The son is on the left, the father's on the center, and the mother is on the right. Okay. Now, it says... Actually, I'm going to do it this way. It says that the wife likes the color red, and father likes white. And his son has always liked ocean. Okay. And the mother says, my son has loved the color blue. So it'd be blue ocean. The father likes island. And she likes planet. And the son says, my mother and I like moon, and my father likes anything green. So one of them is lying. If... It's got to be the son, right? Because my father likes anything green. So if that was true, that would make the father a liar, but then I'd have nothing on anyone else's colors. Yeah, I'm going to assume... That's a little too easy though, but I'm going to assume the son is the liar. What if it's... Why not drink it? I'd like to, but what if it's poison? See, I think it's better if I just pitch it. There it goes. Well, now I have an empty glass again. This seems way too easy, but we're gonna try it and see what happens. The first thing I need to do is... Well, actually, no, I can put ocean back. I need the red one and replace it with blue. Okay. Now with blue ocean, I can throw that in there and get that. Okay. Next up is to do White Island. And finally, red. Planet. Okay, now if we've done this right, we go over here, place these in the correct order. Hope I'm not thinking too hard about the fact that it would be reversed. Nope, got it. Good job, they're all blue. Does that mean I got it right? I think so. Huh? Oh look, something happened on the screen. Oh, I saw something like this before. You too. Yes, there was one in your AB room? Yeah, I think so. It opened to safe back then. You should write this down somewhere. No, it's cool. I can remember it. You're gonna memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I've got a pretty good memory. And an archive. Okay, well, that doesn't explain what you do with the globe, though. But I don't know where the other missing piece is. So it's like behind the bar somewhere. Lighting fixture with a cover on it. This is pretty much it. Okay. You have to fight with the camera to look up, but it is the thing you can do. Means you can also look down. Not that it really seems to help. Oh wait, it's right there. Okay, we might get our first super secret piece thing. Okay, now we have the globe. We throw it into the thing. We close our notepad so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I get it. The completed globe goes here. Yeah, just like this. Whoa. Perfect. RLE, no, red. Read Dune. Red Moon Lion. Red Moon Lion? Looks like the globe is refracting the light from the clock. Yes, and in 5 different rays of light. Only the one in the middle is red though. What the hell does that mean? I think it's supposed to represent a total lunar eclipse. What? Don't you know what that is? During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. So that red circle of light is supposed to be a total lunar eclipse. Isn't that what I just said? Red Moon Lion. Well, you can take them back. Alright, let's try and figure this out. So, first thing I need to do is get rid of all these drinks. I don't have one that says lion on it though, so it's Okay, now we want the red moon. Gonna just try this for a bit. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just solve it. Okay, we have red moon. Oh, you can swap them. What? That makes things a crap load easier, doesn't it? Blue planet. So I've got planet, I just need blue. Okay. Then we throw the glass under there. And... lion? My guess is that it would have to do with the sun? Oh, wait, I'm stupid. That's what this is. Green sun. Okay. Wait. So if I take green and throw it in there, and I take sun and I throw it in there. So what's lion? I don't understand. Alright, well. The only time I've seen a lion was back in the botany room. Okay, now the question is what order do these go in? I guess we can just try different combinations. There's only like 6 total. So we'll try green, red, blue first. Yep. Did it! Huh? It's green this time. Yeah, it turned green when I put that drink on it. Oh, look at the screen! Huh? It changed. Now there are different shapes in different places. Well, it's probably related to the safe somehow. Can you remember this, Sigma? Leave it to me! We found the safe password. Alright! Now if we look at the archive, we have... Oh, that's interesting. So the drink puzzle is actually the harder one? Alright, so sun, moon, star. That's the one we want. We want to try the blue one first. Beautifully written memo, if I ever do say so myself. Sun, moon, star. Completed! Awesome, it opened! Good job, Sigma! Well done. Okay. Yep, we definitely wanted to do that one first. So, moon, sun, sun. Huh? I guess there's another password that can open it too. And it changes the contents of the safe. Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? So where does the gold file go? Well, there's that, but we've had that. And then there's immunoglobulin. Help? No, that wouldn't make any sense. It's gotta be under secret. It's not that. It's not that. It's all just rules for the game. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, well, we have a gold file now. Yay! So it would seem there's a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. First, we've got a map. It says floor A in the corner. Yeah, we can take a close look at it later. There's still more stuff in there. Why don't you get the rest of it first? Right. Next, we've got a card. 2 cards, actually. Do you think these could be the key cards for the AB rooms, considering that's what it says on the cover? See, it says Ambidex room right on them. Yeah, you're probably right. Now we can get into the AB rooms, and that means we can start getting more bracelet points. Once we've got 9, then we can open the number 9 door and get out of here. At least that's what the rabbit said. Yeah, but how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but that door's locked. I think the answer to that is in the safe. See, read this note. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I can't keep you from going in and out of them. Blah 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 blah. I've already read all this before. I see. So in other words, once we get out of here, we can get back to the warehouse, right? Yeah, seems like it. So that means this key here is the last piece of the puzzle. Oh, okay. So you can actually go for the safe again, even if you do the wrong one first. That's good. Go up to this thing. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in. You ready? I keep telling you, you don't have to ask every single... I'm not asking you. I'm asking Luna. Oh, I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it! Yeah, you thought I wasn't gonna do it, huh? Well, it's too bad for you. I did it. I don't know what I'm going for here. Another elevator, huh?
Think it works?
Oh, thank God. Dunno. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Someone's very jingly. I'm going to assume that's Alice. Looks like Alice, Clover, and Kay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Blah. What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. I have a blanket. It's cold. I get it. All 3 routes end up here.
Same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary.
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Why am I covering people's eyes? I have no idea. It's something I do whenever I'm bored during a visual novel. I just tap at people's eyes. I couldn't tell you why. It's just a weird habit I've always had. Playing Clannad or, you know, Phoenix Wright or stuff like that.
What the? This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Yeah, it won't budge.
Just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers. Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and
I
get
don't
into the
think
warehouse.
Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh. Tempting. I don't really think now's the time.
Well, hold on, Grandpa. This is where I live, buddies. I didn't know they had always been that close. I get it.
Let's
Yes,
go.
thank you.
As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But
Yeah.
are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Huh? I notice it's always something very adult with him. It was the grab your poster and the scotch. It makes me wonder what in the world would happen when we pass through the infirmary. We'll find out soon enough, though. 2 Monk Go comedy. I also want to try and unscramble that one anagram I saw before in the other path.
Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Ah, for yawning? Really? You're just a computer program.
Okay, we're gonna skip through this a little bit. Ready?
You don't
Hey, like some other one.
for
Or namely.
But who?
Anybody.
But
And the 2 members.
Then you,
Yeah.
What?
Let's just hear you.
Wait, what's...
I would get most you.
Hell yeah. And the notary. That makes sense.
like
Is or what do you? I'll give you. I think.
Looks like everybody's
Why
got
are
in
you still
already. want to skip too fast, but... what? See, this is why I didn't want to skip too fast. What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response. Just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look! Somebody get Quark out of here!
Okay, come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
Good old Fi.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It's more like he was staring towards us. A smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. It's his wife. And she's dead now. That sucks. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful. Almost like she's gonna wake up any minute now. Except for that giant hole in her chest.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh,
As Clover says with that smile on her face. Hold on. Anyway.
I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah. That was the thing that happened. Stop being such a dick, dude. Oh! That's cool. It's color-coded, so you can remember what thing. The thing. I've lost track of my words. We still haven't done the voting. That is coming up, though, it seems. So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Kind of odd that this didn't happen when we went into the Amdex room the first time. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female. Estimated age, 65 to 75. Diagnosis, dead. Really? Cause of death, exsanguination? Exsanguination what? To the internets! Exsanguination. There we go. The action of draining a person, animal, or organ of blood. Ugh. Oh wait, no, it's just blood loss through stabbing. Okay. Estimated time of death 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory. Weapon entered through 4th intercostal piercing heart. Ouch. Wound characteristics. Wound margin clean continuous. Wound angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity is 150 millimeters. Wound length is 30. Width is 3. Based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance it was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed by a clarinet or
It
something?
means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Well, we could tell that by looking at her.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms. Specifically, the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room.
Kay and Clover.
And Clover, only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of a game to him.
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ding ding.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has
Oh, that's
passed,
interesting.
any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
No. Well, one thing's for sure.
And that
If
is...
you don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
And so we run like hell back to the AB room. Warehouse A. We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Wait. 5, where'd you go?
Here.
Up? Whoa! What the hell is she doing? How the hell did you get up there? What the crap is going on? You some kind of superhero? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up here? What are you up to up here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that
This
is...
thing, remember it?
Oh, the hatch.
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't
Yeah.
you? You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Lady, can you talk a little faster?
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
He's a rabbit. Now I'm gonna look up what an Algernon is. It sounds familiar. Algernon. Yeah, I don't know. It's not important. Okay.
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. Boop. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who's that old what?
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions? The other
All?
people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there?
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. For that means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney.
And it goes the other way, too. Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas. And B.O. and Quirk's enemy will be Tenmeoldy. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do
is pick! Just pick one of those easy options!
Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick.
It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart.
The prisoner's dilemma!
Minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you get weak.
And blah 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 blah. I was wondering if it was gonna be any different and he was gonna have to like speed things up, but I guess that'll have to be my job. Though why even bother outcome?
Remember, the 2 of you get to choose once.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then, I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Actually, there's a little bit more. But
it'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time! No,
hey, wait!
I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until...
Oh, there's a little bit of a difference there, isn't it?
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here.
See you later! Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
What? You're kidding! You really want me to betray Luna?
If she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait, what do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until
Amberdex
game polling.
At least I don't have to sit and listen to the prisoner's dilemma explanation again.
Just press the damn button.
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or, how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she'd be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you? Are you?
If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so! I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, they'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Amberdex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
Boop! I panicked and hit the wrong button!
One of the Amberdex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Amberdex gates now opening.
Whew. That was stressful, man. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing me closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? I mean, it couldn't have been the old lady who died, who maybe his wife or something.
What was that, Sigma? Don't play
Huh?
dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think through anything that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you'd
No,
said.
you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say, hypothetically, that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crap open my skull while I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack! Like hella whack! Your shit is whack. Okay. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Like, stuff like my name, or how if your BP hits 0, you die, even though you could probably kind of guess that. You told me you don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Huh? This time? Hey, Fi, hold on! Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
What? Well, at least we got one right. Clover betrayed Alice? But the idea was that she wasn't supposed to. Well, at least we won. Yay.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
We're red. Wait, what? Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done. I believed in you and Fi.
When Luna glanced away, I threw Fi what could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. And you wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one.
Whoa. I didn't even think about that angle.
I think we should betray him. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go.
What the hell?
The old bar here and leave. I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid. Keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa, you believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
Well, it looked as though another argument had taken place while Cork and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
Dang it, Luna! Why'd you open your big mouth?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be
Moon cards, does that mean like,
So...
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody.
So it's over.
No. Of course. After all, if that happens. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that. I don't know. Can you? Yeah?
Don't we have questions about the old lady? Did we just forget about that?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how it could be one person. All that stuff about how you maybe it's not 100% true. Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checked. But
So...
Ding ding ding! As long as the skin... It doesn't matter how...
no, they do indeed.
Then...
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door in this game. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
No, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart, you know, check any... So,
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
That still hasn't changed.
yep. So there your heart stops. If you try, I don't think... I guess...
Next round.
What do you mean?
Well, do I? Somebody.
There. If I had to get... Or...
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP...
Oh,
drops to
whoops.
0
I apologize.
Just like when you break the rules.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Mjolnir or less, one or the other, or it might be both of them. What? Why am I going to die? I guess I could tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0, blah 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 blah.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So Fi had been right, but how'd she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
She has a point.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew, right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it did change. Oh, okay, so that's cyan. I couldn't tell. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow, and it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change? Back when the AP gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Ah, okay.
Appearance and of course no rules. Now, with all of that explained,
I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
I'll never see you guys again.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah. As if I'd You may I may be gone, but
Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Have a nice tragedy.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking.
Let's split up. 5 minutes. Let's meet in front. Any objection?
Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes, but it was just one time, and she was the one after me. Anyway. I still like that line. I don't know why, but it's there. It's funny. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and skip all this. Why is this happening to me? Alright. Now, if this is like the last time, the lounge is full of girls. And our goal is to have a drink with each and every one of them. Anyway.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Luna, and I were the first into this
Did you
room.
find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently, it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah, 6 days from now.
What did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me on Christmas? About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
My birthday! Happy birthday to me! I get a free Dio, I guess. Can I return it?
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nunnery game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh, well, I guess that explains why I feel kind of dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters of the infirmary?
Nothing in the quarters. Oh, well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's gonna help get us out of here.
I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
See for yourself.
It's a newspaper article, looks like.
In the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
Why authorities? What would they have to do with it? What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO, which I still assume is the World Health Organization or something, Summit, has confirmed that the death toll has estimated to past 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific.
First is blue veins all over your face, and then you start to dance, and then immediate paralysis, and then death.
Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease?
Maybe.
You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Well, I am feeling a little weird.
Just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
It's a good question. Also a good point. So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and family are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never even heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay. I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time in here anyway.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? How's it going? What a weird-ass pairing. You guys find anything?
Mr. Sigma? Nothing yet.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here, then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask. But do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything?
No, not even a little, unfortunately.
Better be telling the truth about this amnesia
Are
stuff.
you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But I'm not
But
sure
what?
why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. Ah, but there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. Took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you?
No.
That's what wearing the suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
I was thinking I might go over to the crew quarters.
Very well. I shall head for the lounge then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Kay's robe flowed silently, except for the jingling, around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him. Kay is very interesting. I've got many theories about who and what he is, but none of them really make any sense given what I know. Huh, so these are the crew quarters, huh? Huh.
Oh, Sigma. What are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man, don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh, I wonder.
What happened to you, Tenmyoji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
What do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tenmyoji, are you really Quark's grandpa?
Sigma,
Oh, Clover, Luna.
Where'd you come from?
Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. With Clover and Tenmyoji, we decided we'd split up to investigate.
Makes sense. So, you find anything?
0.
What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
Oh, what about you? Anything
I didn't
suspicious?
find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you've got a point there. So, why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would he need to do the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
No. That's Danganronpa. Don't get those two confused. Entertainment.
They're probably off in an opulent theater.
Granted, it's not
watching us
really
struggle while they drink
entertainment per se. It
brandy
was
and
just more for
caviar.
despair than anything else.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks.
Hello.
What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Hell, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait.
Well,
7?
Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
Organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
The Future Foundation. Sorry.
That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us? I like how it gives you extra emphasis by making the text a bit bigger.
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest? Your ample chest.
Yeah. What if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but it's time to go.
What? Time to... Oh! Crap! Oh, shit! It's past time! We gotta go!
You think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors.
Shit, I guess you're right. Let's go! Sometimes the music in this game can be pretty kickin', but not all the time.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Ugh, you're late. What were you doing?
Sorry.
He is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you. Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed. Are you trying to kill me?
No, of course not. I thought you didn't need a partner to get through the primary doors, though.
Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now, you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand?
There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
In any event, now is hardly the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. You must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
So how should we pair up?
Almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Fi laid out for us were the following. Option A, Alice and I would pair up with Luna and go through the green door. Tim, Yoji, and Quark would pair with people. Oh, Tim, Yoji, and Quark would pair with Luna, and Vi and Dio would pair with Kay. That's a crappy combo. Option B, Alice and I would go with Kay. Interesting. Tim, Yoji, and Quark would go with Luna, and Vi and Dio would pair with Clover. And the one that I was looking for, option C. Alice and I go with Clover, Tim, Yoji, and Quark would pair with Kay, and Vi and Dio are paired with Luna. Dio and Luna have this little weird love thing going on, and Vi knows she can trust Luna now, so that's good. Tim, Yoji, and Quark are already paired together, so Kay is the question mark. But more importantly, if Alice and I are together and Clover's our opponent, Clover will not vote to have Alice killed. I would hope. I would hope that's not the case. So we're going through
3 minutes remain until chromatic
Fred.
doors close.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Not pairing up with Kay.
Oh? Why not?
What? You suck, old man.
We'd end up playing against each other in the next AB game. Last time, you betrayed Clover. How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
How unfortunate. To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, you only have one BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round. Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in an undesirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, then I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji. Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover. I trust her more than any of the rest of you.
Yep. I want to go with Alice, too.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't I get a say in this?
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose Ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice. We'll be stuck with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji.
And I don't want to go with Kay either.
Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
What? What's wrong, Quark?
It's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die.
Are you all right?
No. No. That's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die. We have to die here. All of us.
What the hell? Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
No, I'm fine. You're the crazy ones. Getting so serious about this stupid game. We should just stop. End this. End all of it. End everything.
We need to get him to the infirmary.
No, we don't have time.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose. I don't care who.
Sigma, you have to choose.
Why me?
Please just do it. We don't have any time left.
9, 8, 7.
I swallowed. Alice and I will go through the red door with Clover. Alice and I will take Clover through the red door.
I cannot allow you to do that.
God damn it, Kay! We don't have time for this.
Choose a different door, please.
He stood in front of the door, solid and immovable in his metal armor. Well, I didn't think I could force my way past him, and I knew I didn't have enough time to try. Okay, let me go over the other two options. Okay. Alice and I can go with Luna, so that's not too bad. Tenmyoji and Cork would pair with Clover, and Fine Dia would be with Kay. I don't like that one. I can pair with Kay. No, he doesn't want to pair with Alice either. God damn you. Okay, fine. We're going to go through the green door. Shit! Okay, there were 2 doors left for me to choose from, but which one? Alice, Luna, the green door!
I'm coming.
They both took off for the door and I followed behind at a run. I glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Vi, Dio, and Kay ducked into the red door, just as Tenmyoji carried Cork through the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
It was laid out for us. It was gonna be so easy. And the kid's like, I don't want to give the door to Tenmyoji. Whoa. Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, what's this thing here?
Looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Might as well. Huh? Look at the door on the right. Huh. That doesn't make sense. Why would just the one on the right open? How do you open the other 2?
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on. Don't go
But-
to me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
Yeah, okay. Didn't we go through the green door before? No. This is G-OLM Bay. G-OLM? My precious! What in the heck? What is this place?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
I just realized this is the same exact team we had in the botanical garden. Well, that's the thing.
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
Alright, let's get to it. Seek a way out. Okay. Well, at least I know I can work with this team. So we've got the G-OLM Bay here, or however you pronounce it. Well, there's this. Poster, huh? It's a little unsettling. Maybe it's a clue. Yeah, let's take it. We found the poster with the eye on it. It's kind of a mess here. There's stuff all over this thing. What's that? It looks like a piece of something? Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, it's this block. What was this? It looks like a kind of a hexagon if you flipped one of the corners in. I mean, technically it is still a hexagon, but... A battery. A toolbox. It's got a key in it. Huh? That's odd. What is it? This key. It obviously goes to this keyhole, but it won't turn. Can you get it out? Let me see. What's with this key? It's completely rusted. No wonder it won't turn. That's the door, obviously. And then there's this thing that I kind of just ignored before. What's this thing? It's shaped like a star. Maybe you need to put something into it. Something that's shaped like a star, I'm assuming. Oh, what the heck is this guy? Maybe it's an Egyptian mummy. What? Anyway you look at it, it's a robot. Then maybe it's a robot. There's no maybe about it. I can't imagine it's anything else. You're kidding, right? That's insane. Well, what you think it is? Just a well-made mannequin. Looks like the other one we found. Why would there be two of the same thing? Maybe we're supposed to attach them to each other? Really? Yes, I think there are magnets inside it. Ah. What was this? It feels kind of greasy. Maybe it's oil? A robot-y thing. I don't think it's just a crash test dummy or anything like that. It's got an antenna. Do you think it could be a radio? Why don't you try turning it on? Yeah, well I tried that. Nothing happens. Maybe the batteries are dead. What is it? I don't think it runs on batteries. There's an electrical socket on the side here. So you're saying it needs a power cable. Yeah, that's definitely an electrical socket right there. Okay, and that's the safe, obviously, so we don't have to look at that. Instead, we have this thing. Doesn't this button seem suspicious? Yeah, most of the buttons are boring or just incomprehensible, but this one speaks to me. What does it say? Come on, a big red button on a plate with black and yellow stripes? It couldn't scream, "Don't press me" any louder if it said, "Don't press me" on it. Is it the self-destruct button? Maybe the moment we press it, we'll hear a soft hiss, and then the room will start to fill up with a poisonous gas. What if it launches a missile? I don't know, that seems a little... Yeah! Hey, what are you doing? It's okay. There's no way anything really dangerous would just be right out here. I'm pretty sure Zero Senior wants us to play through this whole game. It wouldn't make much sense to just kill us in one of these rooms. Maybe, but that's just your opinion. You could be wrong. Well, I guess so. Then why the hell did you... Hey, calm down. Nothing happens. There's nothing to get mad about, alright? You heard that noise though, right? Like something trying to start up. What is that? I wonder what's making it. Whatever it is, doesn't sound like it's working right. Kind of sounded like it didn't have enough juice or something. It's a computer monitor. Nothing's on it though. I don't see a power button anywhere. A desk with some drawers. There's a PC monitor and a keyboard on top of it. Where's the computer? I'd imagine it's built into the monitor. It's kind of hard to see in this light. There's a single cable coming out of the back of it. Is it a power cable? I think so. Then maybe we can connect it to something with an electrical socket. Have you seen anything like that, Sigma? Oh wait, you're holding onto it right now. Hurry up and plug it in. I think we can plug this cable into the radio. Perfect! I guess it's nice that we plugged this radio in, but what do we do with it now? Why don't you try tuning it? What? You need to adjust it so it's picking up a specific frequency. Maybe we'll hear something. Exactly. If we get really lucky, maybe it can pick up transmissions from outside. Right, I'll see what I can do. I did it! I don't know what I did. What? What was that noise? Look! The monitor! It reacted to the noise from the radio and turned on. So it's some kind of voice recognition system then. It looks that way, yes. There's something on the screen. This is I think it's a blueprint of this room. You found an image of the room layout. You can review it in the archive. Radio, I don't think we need it anymore. Okay, I'm kind of confused. How did I do that? Well, whatever. We have 3 lockers. There's a white jacket in here. Looks like there's something on the lapel. Lapel? I don't know. A name tag? It's Harold. Okay. White jacket, huh? Oh look, there's something in this pocket. Oh hey, I need that. Is this a binder? There's a single piece of paper in here. It looks like a list. A doctor's coat, huh? Would you like me to put it on? Huh? Why? I just thought you might be into that kind of thing. Well, what? I don't know what you're talking about. See? Bullseye. Look at you all bashful. You can be cute when you're embarrassed. Alrighty, let's see. So archive. I don't know what that means. So there's the frequency list. And apparently, I just happened to get the 11010, and that was correct. So, I don't honestly have any idea how I did that. But it worked out. So, hooray! I still don't have any way to unrust this key. Huh? That's odd. Why won't it fit? The star-shaped block. Yeah, it's the same shape and everything. Well, maybe it's not the right size. I guess so. Looks like this block is a little too big to fit. What? Can't find anything to put a battery into though. I really have no idea what this is. This looks like a kind of stage. Yeah, like for disco. Really? Disco? What's disco? Who knows? Not me! Mm-hmm. Yes. What are you doing? That's the door we came in through. There's no point going back out of it. All you're going to find is the closed chromatic door. You do know that, right? Okay, okay. Do you remember that blueprint thing we found? Yeah, I do. There's a red X on it, wasn't there? Exactly. And don't you think the spot that X is indicating was right around here? What, you've forgotten already? Come on, at least try to remember. Okay. There's a puddle of oil on this part of the table. Maybe it's some kind of lubricant? Or a body thing. Al seems to think the X on the map was indicating something in this area. V on off. What is V on off? Hello? Goodbye. I love it when you answer things and just doesn't say hello. Maybe the robot's name is Harold. I got nothing. It's obvious the battery goes into something. Oh wait, I'm dumb. No? Okay. I'm not as dumb as I thought then. Just slightly more so because I can't figure this out. Oh, there's a button up here. Then maybe you should press it. Right, here goes. This is safe, right? It looks like the ones in the AB rooms in the lounge. Yeah, this one is embedded in the table, but the door looks the same. Probably looks like the others too then. We just need a password, don't we? Damn, what should I do? Probably solve the puzzle, you idiot. Look, its eyes! They're glowing red. Does that mean it's on? For a body thing. Al seems to think the X on the map indicates something. Okay, well, I pressed it. Maybe if I put this rusty key in the oil... okay. It seems so obvious after you know, thought about it. I guess it's worked. The lock's open. Yeah, let's have a look inside then, shall we? There's a bunch of stuff in here. Might as well have a look then. A bottle of detergent. I think I saw a commercial for this the other day. It's supposed to eradicate grease and oil stains. That's a screwdriver. You could probably use it like a screwdriver. A silver key. We can probably open a lock with this. Okay, so we have a screwdriver, a key, and most importantly, a bunch of stupid kids right outside my door, shouting and screaming about nothing in particular. Oh, are you gonna use that detergent to clean up the oil? That sounds like a good idea, but I don't think the detergent by itself is gonna be enough. You need something to wipe it up with. Then how about putting the detergent on a rag or something? Seems like that would be easier. I don't have a... well, I have a name tag. Oh, wait. Do you wear coats like this at work? Huh? You said you have a medical license, right? Oh, yes I do. Uh-huh. There's a white jacket in here. Doesn't seem like anything else. See, when they said rag, I thought to myself, well, there are coats in here. Other than that, I can't think of anything we could use. Whoa, anybody feel dizzy all of a sudden? No, that was just your imagination. Yeah, right, whatever. So what the heck is this? I have no idea, which makes it pretty useless to us. Maybe I could. What are you gonna do with that? How about this? Nope, are you serious? If you could try hitting something with it. What would you hit? Maybe there's something in here. I don't think so. Maybe if we roll it around a little bit. I don't think that's gonna do anything. Let's climb up on top of it. What is that going to accomplish? Yeah! Pushing down on it doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Thank you. We're just using it wrong. And what should we be doing? Okay, oops. I don't know. Try to think here. Because we need some kind of cloth or a rag or something, but I can't seem to find one. Thing is, you can look up and down, but you can't click on anything after you do that. And ones like this are usually used for notebooks. Oh, I'm a dumb. Alice even said there were drawers. Yes, it worked. Now open it. Hold on, no need to rush me. What the heck? There's nothing in here. Well, if there's nothing in there, then we were supposed to put something in there? Like what? I don't know, but it would probably go in that star-shaped slot. Probably. Yes, it fits perfectly. Did you just hear a noise? Yeah, from the middle drawer. The middle one, huh? Oh. Okay. Okay. Huh, no response from this tablet. Is it broken? Part of the back seems to be held on by screws. I'd bet that's where the batteries go. But so you put the battery in there, huh? Yeah, it still doesn't do anything though. Maybe you don't have enough. Enough of what? Do I have to spell it out? Batteries! Look at the indentation there. I'm pretty sure it can hold more than one. I believe you are right, Alice. Okay. So we go over here, throw the handle into the thing. Yes, perfect! Do you think you can turn it? Yeah, give me a sec. What the hell? Something's coming down from the ceiling! Those are... Oh my god. They look just like the thing on the table. Robots. We're all gonna die! Okay. This one's wearing boxers. Yeah, looks like it. Why would a robot be wearing underwear? Maybe he's hiding something. Hiding what though? Like a diary or something? Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? Okay, well maybe he's got a hose or something. Whoa, damn, way to cut to the chase there. Whatever, we'll know as soon as we get them off. Remove these shorts of obfuscation and let us gaze upon it, this so-called hose. Aren't you getting a little too excited about this? Alright, here it goes. Ah! Luna, I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. Besides, when you covered your face, you opened your fingers so you could see out. How old are you? Ah, you two are driving me nuts. I'll just take them off. Huh? Yeah! So that's it. Looks just like the other robots. Well, that's a letdown. What the hell were you hoping for? Oh, this came down with the robots, right? Yes. It's got a pipe running out of it toward them. I have a feeling that means there's a connection there. Okay, let me just give this a try. Oh, I can't figure it out. I mean, what voltage am I supposed to set this thing to anyway? We're not going to get very far unless we know that. In other words, we need more information. Have either of you seen anything that mentions voltage anywhere? As a matter of fact, perhaps. Let's combine these boxers, now soaked in detergent. Okay, here goes. You're gonna wipe up the oil with the boxers, right? Yeah. Okay, go for it. Good. Looks like it's clean now. I wonder what this is. There's something written here that the oil was covering up. A-O-Z-I? No, you're reading it from the wrong angle. 120 volts. Bum bum bum. Okay. So now that we know that, we go over here and we play the voltage puzzle. Okay, so we need 120. So we need 120. So we need 120. How the crap is... 105. It's close. I'm also not gonna get it from that though. This combination has its way. 180. That's too much. Maybe 140. Wait. 150. I think I might be going from the wrong starting point. Well, if I did that, that would just be too much. There's also no way to get 120 with 100, so I'm just gonna leave it out. It's gotta be the 30 then, but at the same time, there's no way to really connect this in a way that makes sense. Hello. Hold on. No, that's right. I did that before. That's 105. It's 145. What is even the best way to get 120 with the numbers I've got? Oh, hello. If I have 5 more, this would work. But there's no way to get that. Bingo! Haha! Good job, Sigma. Oh, you're amazing. I've fallen for you all over again. Hey, what? Power distribution complete. Pre-boot sequence complete. Please press the power button located on the console. Whoa, what was that? I'm not sure. Better do what it says, though. That announcement just now was about this button. You guys ready? I'm gonna push it. Yes, I'm ready. Same here. Go for it. All right, and there. Boom. Did it work? Ah, look, their eyes. Eyes. One of the robot's eyes is glowing red. Also, that one's holding a battery. Oh, hey, the power's on. It's showing something. An authentication screen, maybe. It probably has some sort of security lock. Would have been too easy, I guess. Looks like we need to put in 12 characters. Is there 12 of anything else in there? If there is, maybe there's a connection. Oh, do you know what we found way back at the beginning of this whole puzzle? Though I have no idea how to make heads or tails of this. That is 12 though. Oh, hold on. Okay, I need my notepad. Okay, so this is the Gallium room. I'm just gonna call it the Golem room so I know what I'm looking at. Okay. Puzzle. Okay. RB. MA. Skip, left, right. OI. Right, both. SEN. This is supposed to make a real word. It doesn't do a very good job of it. Right, left, right. COE. Ribamawisinko? Okay, let's try this in the reverse here real quick. Okay, so right, skip, both. BEA. Okay, well that's already a good start. Right, left. Right, left. Left? Oh, wait. I wrote the first one wrong, but whatever. Right, left, left. CON. Beacon. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the correct way to go. Okay, so just in case anyone's curious, if you look at this poster with the eye on it, and the hint is eye, then you're supposed to take the letters that the eyes correspond to and put them into the password. And that gives you 12 letters. So let's see. Both right, right. OS. Okay. Right, right. OSFN. OSFN. Okay. Skip left, right. OP. Asafnap. No, not left, left, right. Left, right. OE. Beacon Ospheno. Beacon Ospheno? What the crap does that mean? I mean, I guess we can try it and see what happens. OSFNOE? I don't get it. What's one talking about? What else is 12 here? It's definitely this. I've got the first part right. Maybe the second part goes in reverse. Oh, wait. It's the rough sketch of the room look like. It doesn't look like much of anything, actually. Maybe if I take it in the reverse order. Which would make Ospheno suddenly E P. Well, how do you take this in the reverse? That makes no sense. Okay, if I'm right, it would be right, right, skip. Okay, well, this one's the last one. I don't know. Whatever it is, I thought of it while looking at the letters themselves. But it's... Beacon of Hope. You did it, Sigma! You got through the login! Beacon of Hope. How optimistic. Sure, sure. Look at the screen. Is this the password of the safe? We have the safe password, but not the correct one. Oh wait, that is the correct one. What? So what's with this name tag? Why do I have a name tag with the name Harold on it? What is going on? I don't know what Harold is. I guess we'll just ignore it. Wait, hold on. We haven't done anything with this thing. Its eyes are glowing. Ugh, I give up. Let's just open this up and get on our way. Moon, star, sun. Is the right password? Nope, I've got it backwards. Okay. You did it! Good work! Well done. What's with the attitude? Never mind that. Let's just see what's inside. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Better than having nothing, at least. Let's go through them one by one. First we've got, a map. It says floor B. The map we found in the lounge said floor A on it. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so floor A must be the upper floor. Yeah. Keep going. There's still a lot in here. These must be key cards. They have a picture of the moon on them. This must be what the announcer was talking about then. And we've got 2 of them, just like with the sun cards. You should take one, Luna. Huh? Why? You're a solo. Alice and I can keep the other one. Oh, of course. Thank you. Alright, what's next? Looks like a note. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Ah, so all 3 of us can't abstain. There has to be at least 1 vote. Why would there be a rule like that, though? It seems pointless. I think Zero Senior wants to make sure people are actually playing the game regardless of the situation. What sort of situation are you talking about? Well, it could be anything, really. Whatever. We've only got 2 things left. What was this thing? Looks like some sort of a plug or a key? I guess you insert it in something and twist. Did you see anything in here that it could fit into? Even if we did, does it really matter at this point? What? Look in the safe. What's the last thing in there? A key. Is that the key to the exit? Pretty sure it is. We can get out now. Awesome, let's... Wait! What should we do about the plug? Fine, I guess I'll hold on to it. Doubt we'll need it, but you never know. Sounds good, let's go. You can get a different password somehow. It has to be something to do with the way you can make it the other way around, but I have no idea how to go about doing that. Ioni. See, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know. There's a way to solve this puzzle that gives you a different solution. If you can figure it out, great. Go and do that. I'm satisfied. Let's head out. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it. I don't know why I'm getting so stylized. Huh? Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Oh, yeah,
Then
that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Yangus? Is that you?
Sigma, look. What is that?
Oh, blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all a, what you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
So, what the hell are you? If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, my old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us G-OLM round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The Golem of Myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelled G-O-L-E-M, but me and me mates are G-A-U-L-E-M. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that, but I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Golem thing in there, you know, what with us being robots and all.
So, should I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's way too
Whoa!
I can't remember that.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O-L-M?
Golem.
Come on, man, that's just Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Alright, G-O-L-M. You said Alice Darling a little bit ago, right?
A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
No, I don't care if you call her Darling. What I'm saying is you called her Alice. How did you know her name?
Oh, Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Well, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Does that mean...
You're Zero Jr.?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So golems are kind of like his servants.
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. And those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop whoop whoop, and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Jr.?
Oh, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what GOLM stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea, when you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Now, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto! Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is alright messy, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? 'Cause you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, the button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So you aren't gonna answer my question.
What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Well, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Without waiting for an answer, G-OLM launched into his explanation. Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese. Apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college, she's never even heard of it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why can't I read these at all? Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming, more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful, please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here, they give her some Tice-cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. Also, gross. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with that pan you cooked that Tice-cooked pork in. All of these questions are written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books on the slips of paper with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Exactly.
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese folks outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them, you see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting. What does that have to do with your shoulders or a robot feeling pain?
You think? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold on, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain. And I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal bollocks. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but as far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Hey, can I ask you something? Why'd you stop us?
Right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited as all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lad.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts in a moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
Command violation. Rogue processes detected. Product ID GTM CMG-OLM. Executing emergency deactivation. Unit GTM-CMG-OLM now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it!
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
The team must have opened it.
Shit, why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Right, let's go. Well, that was a lot of revelations. Also robot that talks like Yangus. What's up with that? Yangus, for anyone who doesn't know, is a character from Dragon Quest VIII. But... what? This game just gets weirder and weirder. But see, we had that precedence set right from the start instead of it just getting kind of weird. Honestly, I don't think that's my biggest problem with the first game, though. I think it was just because even despite all the fact that it had a whole bunch of endings and stuff, it was pretty short. That doesn't seem to be the case for this game, though. We burst through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Hey, what the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
Found it in our safe. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. The hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. What she was looking at, I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Whoa, hey guys.
Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere.
When was the last time you saw him?
Okay.
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
All right. We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the Floor A rooms, we'll move to Floor B.
Okay.
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. Hey, Quark! 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 Captain Quark. Get it? Because Ratchet and Clank. You can't tell just from the outside of the room that he's not in there? It's not that big. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
Not in the other 2 either. There's no one here.
Tenmyoji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to Floor B.
By the way, how long do we have? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Click check. I don't know. I can't tell you. You went through the red door with D and K, right?
Yeah. So?
What was on the other side of the door?
You want to see it?
Yeah, maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
I think we went through the blue one to get the garden, right? So where's this go? Pantry. This is...
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
That's a lot of food!
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you think. You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Yeah, fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? It's like this stuff isn't gonna expire anytime soon.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous.
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot. I ate
What?
something else. Twice cooked pork.
Oh, for God's sake! Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork.
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe it.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on, at least let me tell you first. Alright. So there's this robot, see? I explained how we'd found a room called the G-OLM Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we'd met a robot out there named G-OLM who told a very interesting story. Also, he told stories, and he was a robot. Also, what the heck is up with this pantry?
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of... Right
Yeah.
in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this is utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words.
Sigma!
What is with all the interruptions?
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is... Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Okay. What? No. This isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing my ears. Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall. For just a moment, you're painfully aware of the fact that you're thousands of feet above the earth, a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. You know, I've been in quite a few planes, and I have felt turbulence. That's not the first thing that goes through my head, but it will be now. Thanks, game. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. I can't say I've seen that, though. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being human any longer. Jesus. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. I can't trust
Clover.
them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Hey, Clover.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke, but before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tenmyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow one.
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are 2 possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Wow.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well, why not?
There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Probably not. Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenmyoji. Fi, maybe. Nah, I couldn't be here. I'd been with Fi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
Okay, all fixed. The others fled out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. I hope you didn't leave her bracelet lying on the cold floor, though.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is...
Was.
Well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Really?
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Fi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Fi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Fi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Fi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
What are you gonna do?
Kay needs to choose ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Fi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air across the room and through the AV gates.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
She doesn't give a shit.
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Fi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose ally just went way up. After all, if you pick ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
But don't you think Fi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Fi is going to choose ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose ally.
2 minutes
Awesome.
remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Okay.
Right.
Sigma? You are going to choose ally, right?
Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
I see. Oh,
Huh?
Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose ally.
Right, I will. Luna's best girl. Well, Fi is actually, but... Boop. Boop! I'm just going to imagine he does that every time he presses a button now.
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
Well, shit! Now, what am I gonna do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna I'd pick ally, but what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8.
I mean, if she betrays me, she betrays me. But if we betray her, well, that's bad.
2, 1.
Why am I standing here until 1? Boop! Almost forgot.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
But what will the consequences of everything that just transpired be? Did Luna pick ally, or did she actually betray us? Well, that wouldn't be good for her now, would it? Fi, on the other hand, and Kay, I think we were pretty set, but how did Tenmyoji and Clover vote? Or was it Quark in that room all along? You'll just have to find all that out along with me next time on Let's Play Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. If you're enjoying so far, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. If you do subscribe on YouTube, don't forget to press that little bell to receive notifications on all of my uploads. And if you are watching this on Twitch or plan to follow me on Twitch at some point, go to my Twitch and hit follow. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called anyway. So yeah, all that said, until then, later guys.